Honda True. Discover 3 tiers of vehicle coverage that work for you. Only at Denny Menholt Rushmore Honda. The inspection is just the beginning. Honda certified pre-owned means peace of mind with incredible benefits like 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage, up to 2 complimentary oil changes, 24/7 roadside assistance, inspection report, and 3-day exchange option. Check out all the benefits and search inventory at honda-true.com or come by Denny Menholt Rushmore Honda in Rapid City.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Menholt Toyota. Use your phone, it's fast and easy. Pull up our website, click on Value Trade-In, scan your VIN and tell us about your car. You are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer on your vehicle in under 5 minutes. Bring your vehicle and your Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer to Denny Menholt Toyota. See you soon at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City.
Chevrolet. Choose from over 350 used trucks and SUVs, Ford, GMCs, Rams, imports, and more. Half tons, 3/4 tons, and heavy-duty trucks. Many late-model local trades, plus used and certified pre-owned Chevys. Keep your cash for the holidays and, with qualified credit, buy with no money down and make no payments for 90 days. That's no payments until 2023. Shop the Black Hills best selection at Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet or DennyMenholtRapidChevrolet.com.
You're doing a lot. Maybe you're starting a family, building a home, growing a business. Security First Bank knows your life is constantly changing. And while our commitment remains constant, we're changing too, with tools, technology, and new products from people you trust. For all the ways you're changing and all the things you're doing, we're the bank. Security First Bank. Member FDIC.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repairs, they'll treat your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Honda True. Discover 3 tiers of vehicle coverage that work for you. Only at Denny Menholt Rushmore Honda. The inspection is just the beginning. Honda certified pre-owned means peace of mind with incredible benefits like 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage, up to 2 complimentary oil changes, 24/7 roadside assistance, inspection report, and 3-day exchange option. Check out all the benefits and search inventory at honda-true.com or come by Denny Menholt Rushmore Honda in Rapid City.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Star Spangled Batter on Jackson Boulevard in Rapid City, South Dakota. Famous for their delicious cakes, cupcakes, and other tasty baked goods. But did you know they're the only bakery in town to offer free consultations? Not to mention free samples when planning your big or small wedding. They also take special orders for that special party for that special someone. Check out their daily specials on Facebook or call ahead to grab some goodies for the office on your way to work. Star Spangled Batter is a proud sponsor of Rapid City sports and activities on liveticket.tv.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today. Your first.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name. When you ask,
we all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change. We all want to be.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repairs, they'll treat your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
Now that we're in the final quarter of the year, it's time to start thinking about the 2022 tax year. W-2s and 1099s are scheduled to be out in January, but don't worry, Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping Services has you covered. They stay on top of the ever-changing tax laws impacting small businesses and corporations. Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping has your best interests at heart. Don't wait until the last minute. Get a head start on your 2022 taxes. Call Jennifer Young or go to jenniferyoungsbookkeeping.com or find her on Facebook.
Alternative Fuel Coffee House, located in downtown Rapid City, has been a staple since 2006, offering an espresso bar, smoothie bar, and more. If food is what you're looking for, check out their menu. Using local ingredients for their drinks and recipes is their way of showing how important shopping local is. Come in and visit them during skating and patio season for the best coffee experience in town. Who's filling up your cup? Alternative Fuel Coffee House. Looking to spruce things up for dinner tonight? Order online or buy the Inferno's Food by Fire app for your best meal in Rapid City. Inferno's has the best Stonefire signature pizzas, sandwiches, and fresh salads. Build your own pizza all while watching the latest high school or NFL action. Even better, receive a 10% discount off your next order when you mention Live Ticket. That's at Inferno's Food by Fire. Signature wings, world-class burgers, and the best steak in Rapid City. All that plus a perfect spot to watch the game found right here in Rapid City at Shooters. From its full and complete menu and its one-of-a-kind dessert menu, Shooters has everything you want. Also looking for a little value in your meal? Order online or buy the Shooters app and use the promo code LiveTicket to receive 20% off your order. Again, that's LiveTicket for 20% off at Shooters in Rapid City.
Lost the wrist on his wing and kind of chicken wing bar arm, but he still got his arm pin. He's going to get the pin there at 26. So Jacob Williams with the fall. That'll move him to 4-3 on the year. And it'll put Stevens up in the duel 6-0.
Yeah, we're coming out of that tournament last weekend at Mandan. You know, our wrestlers get 7 matches up there. It's a good way to start. We're coming in, I see Chamberlain's got 2 or 3 matches in for most of their guys. So that's a little bit of advantage to have more mat time this time of year. And then, of course, going into the Rapid City Invitational this weekend, that'll be a big test for our young guys.
Definitely. And we're going to have Xavier Donovan here. He's a freshman, 2-2 on the year. Looks like Joe Younger's going to take the mat for Stevens. He's a sophomore. He hasn't wrestled a match yet. He was hurt last week and didn't go to Mandan. So this is his first action. Joe's got a little bit of a, I'm not sure what happened there. It looks like maybe they're clubbing going on there or something, but
didn't show any indication.
No. Joe's in on a little bit of a right side single. He's got to lift that up and shelf it.
Nice
He's able to
finish.
get his 2. Yep. Graydon Daly now taking over on this mat. Joe trying to put a leg in there and look like he's trying a little power half. Joe's got to get forward a little bit. That leg in if he tries that cross body and come across the face. This is Joe's first action in varsity. He's a sophomore this year, and again, hasn't wrestled a match, so he's got to be pretty excited out there.
And both teams lost an awful lot to senior graduation last year, and so they're both pretty young. So it's a good place for these guys to wrestle one another, and nice to see them competing like this.
Definitely. Joe's got to crawl forward here to get, and he got a 1 count there, not able to keep him 45 degrees. So Xavier doing a good job. I think that's Xavier Donovan. I'm assuming it is, but now he's going to try a little
monkey tail to get
tilt. Yep. Looks like he got 2 back points. He's going to get those awarded, even though he still got the wrist.
Kate Wilder with the fall for the Scoopers at 138 pounds.
So 4-0 is your score here with Younger in the lead. And they'll go out of bounds here. We'll get a fresh start. Caution there on green. Joe got a little excited. I was looking like a little crossface, maybe tilt. No, he's got another 2-on-1 tilt. Little monkey tail tilt. He got 2. It was quick 2.
Pretty quick 2 count, I think.
Yeah.
But we'll take it.
2 more for Joe. That'll run his score to 6-0. That's going to be the end of the first period. They'll put 2 minutes back on the clock here. Joe's going to pick down. It'll give Xavier his first opportunity to ride Joe. Joe up quick.
Well, a nice little switch to the mat. That's a good deal.
That'll get it and run the score to 8-0. So a major's intact right now for Joe. He was able to get a takedown and ride most of that first period. Now he's almost looking for a little bit of a whip. He's got to be careful here. He's got headlock now, and he's going to give up the reversal. Little funky there.
He's a little too high a lot. I'd like to see him get back and control his hips a little bit more.
Joe able to get a reversal there. That'll take your score to 10-2. Xavier's got the head there. He's going to try to pull him over. It didn't work. Chicken wing partially in for Joe. He's still got that cross wrist.
He's so long, he needs to use that leverage to his advantage. He does a good job with it. He just needs to get a little more pressure on it. There's no pressure on the hips at all. Makes it a little tougher to run him over the top when he's on his knees.
Yeah, we got to get him on his toes.
Yes.
So your score 10-2. We're in the second period. We started at 26. We let off with a pin by Jacob Williams. There, he's got a cradle locked up now. He's just got to go straight back if he can.
Got that ankle freed up, drop over the hip.
Yeah.
Got a 2 count going. Looks like he got all 3. Yep.
3 backers. That'll run the score to 13-2. We got 15 seconds here left, second period.
Just showed a lot of different things on top, which is nice to see a lot of offense out of him.
Yeah, he switched off to the cradle when that cross body kind of wasn't working, and looks like Xavier's going to take top here, so he must be a cradler as well or have something special in store for Joe. Down 13-2 here. We're in the third period at 1:32. We're kind of guessing on some of these kids here tonight. We're not close to the mats. We're not sure who they're announcing, so if we say the wrong kid, we apologize, but
got to scoot and go switch. Scoot, scoot, scoot. There he is. Nice.
There's a reversal. That'll take your score to 15-2.
Going power half on the far side.
.130 left. Third period. We're at 1:32.
Joe's constantly working on top here, Tom. He's really doing a nice job switching off a bunch of things. Few little mistakes have given him the 4 points. Got too high on one, got too high on the second one.
I don't know if all the points got awarded there, but this might end up in a headlock pin. There's a minute left.
Got to clear his
He's
hips.
got to clear his legs and settle in. He's a little bit high on that headlock.
Here's a tech.
That's a tech fall. 20-4 is going to be your score for Joe Younger's first action. 132.
For the Raiders, Joe Younger.
Next up is going to be 138.
Left a hair.
That's going to be Braden Voorhees. What's that?
Trying to see if they announced the Chamberlain wrestler.
This is going to be Devin Anderson. Jack used to wrestle him quite a bit. He's a junior at 3-2. He's currently ranked 8th in the state. Against Braden Voorhees, he's a junior at 1-3 on the year. Devin's a tough wrestler. He seems to always be in matches. He's very strong. He moves well out on the mat. So this should be a good contest. Of course, he wrestled 20 last year, John, so he's up a few weight classes this year.
We'll see how he handles the weight. He is obviously doing pretty well. He's 3-2 right now.
He's long.
Yeah.
He's built pretty well, so feeling each other out. Braden in on a single. Little whizzer there, shin whizzer from Anderson. Now he's going to try to maybe do the spin back, but they're going to call potentially dangerous there. Maybe Braden's bleeding. Somebody might be bleeding.
I think he got a head knock or something. Bridge of the nose on the Chamberlain wrestler.
So we don't have a score here. We're at 138. We started off with a pin by Jacob Williams and a tech fall by Joe Younger. So Stevens in the lead right now at 11-0 in your dual score. We've got JV and girls matches going on in the match next door. We've got Huron Sturgis wrestling right now.
Central and Aberdeen.
And Central and Aberdeen Central are getting ready to start here. So we got a lot of action going on here. Of course, this weekend, I think you'll be able to find this tournament. 12 mats will be going out here this weekend. About 48 teams and darn near 1,000 wrestlers, John. So this place is going to be packed. It'll be a busy day tomorrow.
You know, when we started this tournament, I don't know how many years ago that was, back in the 70s, it was 4 mats at Stevens High School.
Holy cow.
16-team tournament. Look how it's evolved. And you see some outstanding competition.
Yeah, this is the one that a lot of guys put on their goal list of winning. And if you can place here, normally you've got a pretty good shot at state because there's very good competition. We got Gering, Nebraska. We had a Colorado team, a lot of the Wyoming schools, a lot of the North Dakota schools. And, of course, you know, our talent from South Dakota. So it's and a good mix of A and B schools.
Right.
So
Coach King does a great job with the schedule. You know, we get to see a lot. We see virtually everybody in our state, but we get to see a lot of different styles of wrestling when we go up to North Dakota and the
Rotary tournament.
Rotary
we go to the Rumble on the Red. We're able to go to the
yeah.
We were up in the Mandan Lions tournament last week and saw some dynamite wrestling up there. The kids ended up taking 5th up there. I don't know that everybody's where they're supposed to be, but right now with this new weight performance calculator they're using, everybody's trying to figure it out. It might take some time. So, but we're going to get ready to start here. Mr. Voorhees is out there actually wiping up a little blood off the mat, and we'll get started again here. Looks like Devin might have got a little cut on his head, so that looks like he got wrapped up, Johnny.
Yeah, it does. He might have had a little crash there on that low single that Braden hit.
Nice crowd here tonight. It's kind of spotty. It's a big arena, so it's not going to be full. So that's kind
deceptive,
of yeah. But there's a good group of people here tonight, enjoying a little wrestling before the fun begins tomorrow on 12 mats. Again, tomorrow we're going to have full JV brackets, full girls brackets, full varsity brackets, John. And from what I'm hearing, there's 28 to 30 kids on both sides of the JV and the varsity. So some of these teams were able to bring some varsity kids. We're going to get started here. We're back here. We're in the first period. 0-0 the score at 1:38. Devin Anderson, a junior, 3-2 on the year, currently ranked 8 in the state of South Dakota against Braden Voorhees. He was 1-3 last week in Mandan. They've been trading kind of punches here in the first quarter. Nobody's really been able to score, so. Devin's got some good hips.
Yeah, he does. Braden hit him with that low single the first time. He's got to create some angle here.
Yeah,
he's still going straight on.
He's got to get him moving a little bit. Yep, a little bit of motion. We've got about 50 seconds here, first period. No score.
I'd like to see him circle a little bit more and hit that swing single coming the other way maybe.
Devin's doing a lot of movement too, but they really haven't closed the distance on each other yet. So it's kind of been some shots that have been from distance, John. And,
right.
you know, you're kind of just making the kid move. It's almost the reshot that's going to get it, I think, here.
I think you're right. There's a good finish right there. If
that was a
this.
reshot from Braden. 12 seconds. He can table it. He's got 9 to get it. He gets it.
Nice job, Braden.
Braden gets it. He's going to throw a leg in here. Finish the period if he can hang on. That's it. That'll end your first period at 1:38. Voorhees with the 2-0 lead. It'll be choice to Anderson. He's going to defer. Braden's going to probably choose down. So we'll see the top game of Mr. Anderson here.
Those points at the end of the period are so big.
Oh, they're huge.
So big.
Yep. That was a nice takedown by Braden. He was able to get the
nice.
leg up and get it. He gets to a stand-up right away. Braden's got to kind of circle in. There's a quick stall call there from Tyler, so he's not letting him mess around.
Well, I think, that's probably not a bad call. He's got to initiate something.
I agree,
He's
but
the top guy.
it's December, John. You don't see that right away. The referees are still getting into shape too, but Tyler not afraid to get him wrestling. So
I'm okay
Braden
with
able
that.
to get to his feet. He probably just needs to cut him here. He needs to get him loose if he can. He's got to get his hips around Heist. Now he's down on the leg, which he could start counting again, I guess, if you wanted to. Whizzer in now from Braden. Anderson still holding on to that right side single. Now he goes limp wrist, so no points. Devin's going to remain on top. Voorhees with the lead 2-0.
Get his hips up underneath him. Get to your feet. You're all right.
Close to clasping there. Tyler was right in there to see it, and he got able to hoist his hips and get around. So 3-0 your score. Devin's got to close the gap here and get a little bit closer and set his offense up. Voorhees just kind of holding center.
He's so long, he gets that low single. It uses his length to his advantage well.
Braden wants to bring him back to the middle if he can and not really go outside. So
Nice job.
there's another takedown by Voorhees. That'll push his lead up to 5-0.
He's hit that 3 times now. He just they had the blood time in the first period when he had that. I'd like to see him get behind those arms and not over the top.
He likes to put the leg in and then go for the cradle on that opposite side. Braden needs to be careful. He had that arm trap there, and that's a potentially dangerous now in high school wrestling.
Such a good call.
They'll put him down. We got about 30 seconds left here, second period, John. 5-0 is your score. Voorhees in the lead.
Once again, finishing the period is very important for Braden. He needs to finish the period tough on top. Don't give up any points here. Ride him tough. See if you can get a tilt or something.
I kind of wonder if, I don't know if he would cut down to 32, if Devin's maybe going to have to buy some time here with the descent plan, but Voorhees going to try to hook that cradle up. He's got a leg in on the right side. Devin fighting it off here. We got 10 seconds left in the period.
Got that cradle.
Braden did get it.
Got a 2 count, didn't he?
I think he got 2. He's holding 2 in the hole. He's got to be careful. He's got to get his head up, so that'll push the lead to 7-0 for Voorhees.
Once again, scoring at the end of the period, Tom.
Yeah, that was big. That's happened
big.
twice.
Yep.
Devin now has got some choices to make. His choice, because he deferred. He's going to go down and try to get out. So he's going to have to stand up right away, John. If that leg gets in, Voorhees will be able to burn some of this time, and he runs the risk of getting turned again in a cradle.
Yes, he does. You wonder if those extra 2 weight classes moving up is a big difference for him.
Maybe. You know, it's early in the year. They've wrestled Mitchell, and I think they've had another duel, so they haven't really had a lot of mat time yet. So
Right.
Voorhees got to be careful. He's a little bit high here. He doesn't have a leg in. He's probably going to give the escape up here. He does. 7-1 is now your score.
See if he can hit that low single again, get the major working.
Chase Temple for the Scoopers. Beauty Moon for the Tigers.
He tries for that outside leg. Devin likes the cradle too, so he's got to be careful.
Don't like that at
Oh,
all.
Braden's got to fight that
got it
off.
broke
He
up.
gets a two takedowns, so it's 7-3, and he waved off the back point, so Voorhees able to get out from under that. About 1:10 left in this period. Braden's got to fight a little bit on the bottom here and try to get up top.
Got to build up, get to his base, get back to his feet. Peel that half off you.
Devin really not. He's covering the hips pretty well.
Yeah.
He's not really doing a lot on top.
No,
I think
no.
he's trying to figure out how he can cradle him. He was able to do that earlier.
Yeah, Braden's got to get his head up or he's going to get cradled again.
Yeah, now he's got a little bit of a cross wrist. He's looking for a tilt, but Braden's long enough to kind of fight that off, I think. So Devin's going to have to maybe look butcher or maybe even get out front here and try a bulldog of some sort, John.
Yeah, he's running short on time. He's going to have to do something. He can't just sit on hip to hip with him.
Down by 4.
Braden needs to just get to his base, be solid in his positions, and finish the match.
Half Nelson put in there by Anderson. Not much happening. 10 seconds left in this period. Braden's got that arm locked up. Looks like Voorhees is going to go ahead and win this match.
A nice win for Braden.
That'll be 3 more points for the Raiders. That'll do it at 138. Voorhees with the victory. It's a good win for Braden.
Yes.
He was currently ranked, I have him 8th in the rankings, John. So, and I think a lot of that gets based early in the year on how they place at state
What
and
they
kind of
did
where
last
they're
year,
at. But
sure.
again, it's early. Now we're going to move into 145. We're going to get Talon Lunders from Stevens. He's 1-4 on the year. He's a junior. And he's probably going to have Quinn Long here. He's a senior at 4-2, John. He's currently ranked 8th in the state of South Dakota.
Yeah. Quinn looks like a senior, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he's strung together pretty good.
He looks pretty solid out there right now. Yeah, he's well put together.
But Talon's been on the mat. You know, he's been working hard in the room, and he's, finally earned his spot on the varsity. He's just got to try to put a few things together.
Feeling each other out. Talon kind of dives in on a shot. He's able to get deep. Quinn able to use his strength. They're going to go into the table and kind of mess things up over there. That's all right. I think both kids are probably on alert now.
Yeah.
So 0-0 is your score. We're at 145. We started at 126 tonight, folks, with the Chamberlain duel. Next up was going to be Chamberlain and O'Gorman. Quinn able to get in deep. Comes up top. Not sure why.
Well,
but
he was in on a high C pretty deep. I thought that was pretty good.
Talon able to kind of get him out of there. Talon's got to circle in. He's holding his own there. Quinn almost in on double unders there, so not sure if he's a thrower. Now he's got wrist. Talon's shooting him off the mat.
Good job, Talon.
Yep. Still a little bit of feeling out here. About 50 seconds left. Almost a fireman's attempt by Lunders, and reaction time doesn't give him the takedown.
Yeah.
Long able to kind of recover from that and get a takedown. Talon right back up to his feet, pushes away for his point. So it's 2-1 here, 40 seconds. So we had more action in 10 seconds than we had in the first minute.
That was a pretty good little scramble situation.
Yeah.
I think both of them were shocked.
Yeah, I think they're both glad they came out of there at 2-1.
Talon's got good feel, though. I mean, he can see that.
Talon's athletic.
Yeah.
You know, he plays football. He's filling the weight out. Doing a nice job here. We're going to be about 10 seconds left here, first period. We'll see how they are on top and bottom here in a minute. Kind of basically a tied score. It's 2-1, so. Talon going to dive in deep.
Again, go for it.
Gets into the hips, but Quinn Long fed him the hips, and he wasn't able to lift it. He's got to kind of keep his head up there and get it to the side.
He's getting caught in the middle on that.
So that'll be 2-1 your score. Long in the lead. Lunders is going to have choice and go down, so we'll see how Quinn's top game is here. Kind of a college ride for Quinn.
Get you one. There you go.
Talon's got his one. So that'll push your score to 2-2. He's in a front headlock. He's trying to figure out what he's going to do with it. A little bit of double unders. It's probably not the position Talon wants to be in, so he's going to reset. I took my hat off for the national anthem, and I forgot to put it back on, and these lights are so darn bright in here. I'm going to put it back on.
Yeah, I'm glad you put that, cover that dome up a little bit.
All the people out there are probably wondering what this shiny star is over here. Talon in deep. Quinn able to fight him off with hips, but
Good
Talon on the
recovery,
reshot with a single, and now they're kind of tied up again.
Good
Neither
reaction to
one
Talon.
of them like the upper body stuff, but
No. Talon, if you just he's got to clear that elbow when he goes for that double. Try to get his head cleared.
we're going to stop here. I don't know. Talon's a bleeder. I'm guessing Talon's probably wet. Between Talon and Quarter, both of those kids, I don't know if they're anemic or if they've just got thin blood, but they tend to bleed. I know the West River kids, it's kind of a little known fact. There just isn't as much moisture out here, and a lot of West River kids tend to bleed a little more, I think, John.
That altitude.
Yeah, the altitude. So we started at 26 tonight, 126. Stevens was able to get a pin there. They got a tech fall at 32 and a decision at 38. A nice win for Braden Voorhees. And we're at 45 now with Quinn Long and Talon Lunders.
They must not be posting the team scores anywhere on the matches. I was trying to see how the Huron and Sturgis match
Well,
was
there's
coming.
4 levels on that scoreboard, and I think they're
They've got-
supposed to have the weight up top and the score down below, but they don't.
no, they
so I
don't.
don't think they've got them. I think they've got them set up for tomorrow, John.
I do too.
So I don't think they've got dual scores up there. We're going to do our best to keep you updated here, folks, but that was something that probably wasn't on the list. We're back in here, 45 seconds left, second period. We're knotted up at 2. Lunders and Long. We're up here in the rafters here tonight, Johnny.
I was thinking about nosebleed for myself.
Yeah. Well, we might need some cotton balls up here for us. Oh, a double shot.
he
They
got that
collide
little
heads. He
single
got
on
the
him.
little ankle in.
Battle Talon. Oh.
He's going to give him the
That was a good
takedown.
job by Long. Boy, he knew where the edge of the mat was, didn't he?
Yeah, I
Toes
think
in.
Talon did his best to try to get out of bounds without looking like he was out of bounds, but looks like he
Nosebleed for
might have
chamber.
popped his nose open when he landed on Talon. So that's a 4-2 score. There's about, there's a little bit of time left here in the second period, and this match has been pretty tight so
Yeah.
far.
Talon has shown good stuff tonight. He's battling. He's trying to stay in position.
He's on his offense. He was
Yep.
able to get to the leg. And
if he can clean his shot up a little bit, there's a couple takedowns there for him that he can have.
Talon is going to be down, so he's going to have to get away. He's proven that he can do that.
Yep. Not sure how much time is left. There's not much left. I don't think it was.
We'll see when blood time comes off here. It's less than 30 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think it's even.
19 seconds, yeah. So Talon up to his feet right away.
Got to get right back. That a boy. Battle.
He's got to get that changeover. Kind of a college ride here with the claw ride for Long. He's going to ride him out. It's going to be 4-2 here. I believe choice will be Quinn Long, Chamberlain, so he'll go down leading 4-2 in this 145 contest. Talon needs to think about turning him. If he did cut him or get away, he's going to need a few takedowns. So now your score is going to be 5-2. Long in the lead. About $1:45 left. Talon not able to get close enough. Pretty good head and hands defense from Long to block him coming in.
I'd like to see Talon bang the head a little bit. You know, as flat as Long's back is, he should be able to bang his head, maybe see if he can get him to pop his head up and then have his shot go.
Right. Long looks comfortable. I don't know if Graydon's going to call him for stalling, but he's backed away a couple times here in this third period. He might be fairly comfy with that 5-2 lead. We'll see if that lasts. Long doesn't look.
Should have been called right there.
Yeah, it should have been. Doesn't look like Long is back on his offense, so. 1 minute left. Long tries
your
a
feet.
fireman's.
Don't sit on your knees there. He caught him with that front headlock in a wing, but
Long's just going to hold on to those elbows now. He's going to have to go, and he's going to have to put head in the hole here and try to get around. His leg's up. He could almost look to grab that ankle or leg and cradle. Stalemate. So 44 seconds left. 5-2 is your score. Talon's going to have to start thinking about going big. He's almost got to go feet to back here, and Long's backed away on 3 consecutive opportunities and no stall calls yet on Long, so he's got 1 to give.
yeah, Talon's got to push the effort here a little bit. 30-second go. There's the stall call. Now a couple good shots, see there.
Long able to get in deep, able to get a takedown. He's got the claw ride. Probably not going to do much with this. 15 seconds left, 7-2 the score. He cuts him, so 7-3. Talon's going to have to look at headlock or something else, but looks like Talon's bleeding again, so he'll go over and get fixed up. So we'll get started here. 10 seconds left. Talon's down 4 points, so he's down 7-3. Long in the lead. Long does have a stall call, but he can still get another one, and it's not going to matter. Talon's got to go big here and probably try to throw a headlock or go feet to back if he can.
Jack it up and go for it.
That'll do it.
Yeah. That was good effort by Talon.
Yep. So that'll be 3 on the board for Chamberlain. So your score is going to be 14-3 now in favor of Stevens. Next up, I believe, is going to be Dylan Warnke for the Raiders. He's a 12th grader. He's honorable mention in the rankings, 3-3 on the year. And I got to believe it's going to be Bryce Ryer. He's currently ranked 6th in the state, John. He's 5-0 on the year. He's a junior. If this is him, not sure if it is. Yeah, it is Bryce Ryer. We just heard it over the PA, so we're trying to listen in on that while we got
we're
headphones
assuming
in.
they know it too.
Yeah. There's a takedown by Warnke, able to get in there on Ryer. So he'll score the first points of this bout at 152.
Got the legs in right away.
Yep.
Follow. Turn that into offense now. Climb.
They're going to go out of bounds here. Probably a good thing. He wasn't really in good position there.
No.
Ryer was able to almost reverse him a couple times, so hopefully Dylan learned something from that leg, and he's going to have to do something with it right away. Probably a caution on green there. Dylan got a little bit of a false start. Yeah. So we're at 52 right now. That front switch is so hard to not clasp on that. So Ryer with the reversal, that'll knot us up at 2. Ryer's got a half
tough.
in.
Yeah, he's got a wing and a.
Yeah,
that's pretty tight.
match.
40 seconds left here.
Freed
First
up one
period.
wrist. Freed up one wrist.
Now he works to a headlock.
Yeah.
He's got
There you
3
go.
backers.
Come up on top. Get up, you're there. Oh.
3 back points for Ryer. That'll run the score to 5-2. So Warnke able to get out of that. Comes back shooting. Ryer well put together.
Yeah, he is.
Head in the hole for Ryer. He just got to move the arm over, but he's going to go ahead and lock the cradle up. And 5 seconds left in this period. It might be too tough to get the pin, but he's going to get some back points out of it.
Boy. Got a 2.
2 backers. That'll run the score to 9-3 in favor of Ryer. He's going to have choice here. He's going to defer. Warnke down 6 points. 9-3. We're at 152.
Yeah, Warnke really needs to go on the whistle here.
Caution red. I don't know if he was covering him right in the back. Early in the year, there's a few things that can happen. Ryber's got that deep waist. He scoops the arm right away. He had double chicken wing before. Now he's got chicken wing half, and it looks deep, John.
Looks real deep.
That'll get the pin for the Cubs. Ryer with the pin over Warnke at 152 will be 6 points on the board for the Cubs. We'll move to 160, which will bring out Corder Doney. He's a 12th grader, 4-1 on the year. He's currently ranked number 1 in the state. I think he's going to battle with Josie Naslatic. He's a 12th grader too, 0-3 on the year.
At 220 pounds, Zach Jules.
I wonder if they'll move that 60-pounder up to 70.
Could be it. So that's Josie Naslatic. He's a 12th grader, 0-3 on the year. Doney able to get in on a single early. Gets his takedown. 2-0's your score. (14-9) is your current dual score. Doney's going to cut him. So an escape for Naslatic given by Doney. Doney able to push the head down, got a little slide by, got 2. Naslatic not happy, he's cutting him loose early. Pretty aggressive in there. Doney able to get another takedown.
Doney's going to look at country here.
Doney looking country boy.
Elevate that and run him right to his hip. Yep.
Yep. Doney's going to go ahead and get Naslatic turned. to his back. We've got about 40 seconds left here in the first period.
A lot of time. Readjust.
Pretty heavy in there. Doney gets the fall.
162 pounds, first period fall for Porter Doney for the Raiders.
That's a nice win for Quarter.
Good win. So that's going to bring out 170. That'll be Graydon Baki. He's currently ranked 7th in the state. He's a 12th grader, 2-3 on the year. I think they're open at 70, so that'll be a forfeit for the Raiders, which will run the score to 26-9. Their current dual score. We'll go to 82, which is going to bring up Aiden Kellogg. He's a sophomore, John, 4-3 on the year, currently ranked 6th in the state. And I think he's going to face off against Swade Reese, who is a 12th grader at 3-2.
Aiden had a nice weekend last weekend up in Mandan. He wrestled well.
Aiden Kellogg and Ty Gracer.
Oh, it's going to be Ty Gracer, 12th grader, 0-3 on the year. So Reese not wrestling 82. Maybe he's bumping up to 95, but we'll get Kellogg. So Gracer is going to be a wrestler for the Cubs here.
Shuck that by. Oh, no, forced it.
Yep, takedown for Gracer.
Yep, he stayed with it. Forced it a little bit.
So that'll be 2-0 Gracer. Forced it. He kind of had a little whip going and wasn't able to convert with that. Got back on his butt and was able to get run into the mat. Aiden able to get to his feet.
Get your switch.
Results of the 285-pound match on the skewer mat. Winner by fall in the second period.
So Aiden Kellogg is sophomore, wrestling Gracer, who's a senior.
Oh, nice little
Kellogg, little Kelly dump.
Nice.
Was able to get him. Now he's got headlock, so he's got
elevate your hips.
2 takedown. He's going to get 3 backers, looking for the pin.
Pick your hips up. Settle in.
On the skewer mat, CJ Siegschlag for the Tigers.
There it is.
Nice job.
There's the pin for Aiden. That'll run the score to 32-9, John. We're going to move to 195, where we'll see Tanner Van Scoy. He's a senior, 3-3, and you're currently ranked 4th in the state. We'll have to wait and see who they bring out for the Cubs.
Tanner had some tough matches last weekend, didn't he?
Yeah. There's some good big kids up in North Dakota.
Kids, yes, there were. Yes, there were.
Yeah. So as they get things sorted out the table. So Swade Reese will bump up from 82. He's a senior, honorable mention at 82, 3-2 on the year. So Coach Donovan's going to put him out there against Van Scoy. Giving up some weight tonight, John, from 82 to 95.
Well, and Tanner's got a lot of experience on the varsity, and he's got a lot of stuff in his offense. So
at 113 on the scooper mat for the scoopers, it'll
be tough for Reese.
Swade Reese moving well. He's a big kid. He's long.
Nice little throw by.
Throw by there from Van Scoy to get his takedown. Immediately the leg goes in. He's looking power half right now.
Got to keep his hips up there. Get the pressure on the hip. Now he's got that far half in, Coach.
Yes, he does. Looks deep.
Slide your hips. You got to be ready to catch that reverse half.
Zach Soderlund. Soderlund with the win by decision.
If you can get both boots in.
Yeah, he was able to get on top. He's going to get some back points, so he's got 3 there. So 5-0 your score. Van Scoy in the lead. Likes the cross body ride. He's got his leg in.
Yeah, he's been doing it a long time. He's comfortable there.
He was able to get back points early in the match here, John, and that's important because some guys will ride with that cross body and only end up with the takedown in that first period, and sometimes that just isn't enough. So good for Van Scoy to pick up some backers in that first period. Again, we're wrestling Reese, who's wrestling a weight class up. He's an 82-pounder. So more than likely he's wrestling 82 this weekend, but tonight in the duel he's going to wrestle 95. About 10 seconds left this first opening period at 195. 5-0 is probably going to end up your score here in the first period. Choice will be Chamberlain. They'll defer. Van Scoy is going to go underneath of Reese and see what he's got on top. A little bit of a caution there on somebody. I don't know. It looked like they both moved, but might have been initiated by the Chamberlain wrestler. We've got O'Gorman here tonight too, John. They're warming up on the far mat. Able to pick them up when Coach Cadera wasn't able to be here tonight for the duel, so he added O'Gorman to the schedule. They were able to come out, which was a nice way to put another duel into this. They'll wrestle next. We'll probably be off the air doing that duel. We'll stream it. You'll be able to watch it. And then Stevens will come up again at 7 o'clock and wrestle O'Gorman.
Yeah, it's nice to see Coach O'Connor. He'll do a good job at O'Gorman. It's nice to see him bring these guys out. You know, for the longest time they wouldn't travel out here.
Right.
And so I'm glad to see him in this tournament.
Yeah, Ryan seems like a great guy. I was able to meet him and kind of help put this together. So a couple extra matches. They get a little morning weigh-in, get a little breakfast, John, and they can kind of relax out here. And it looks like there might be some weather East River, not as bad as what they're talking about for next week, but they're able to get out here and kind of make this a less stressful kind of event for their kids, which I think is great. We appreciate them coming out here.
Sure.
So Van Scoy with an 8-0 lead now, John. He's got his leg in. Looking again, cross body, maybe trying to grab that arm and pin it back.
Yeah, we want to see this turned into offense. Otherwise, we're going to get stalemates all the time.
Yeah.
And that's what is not good for Tanner.
Second period here, 55 seconds left. Tanner's working on his offense.
That's a call, yeah. You got to get on a little better than that.
Yeah.
Like sleep.
It's like he dipped it in again. Is he in on that side, John?
He is. He
okay.
is.
Zachary Hansen on the mat for the Tigers in our exhibition match versus Zoll Arian for the Scoopers. Final score.
But I'd like to see him initiate some action with that, get his hips broke down flat so he can start working on some things instead of just riding on top.
Sounds like Huron was facing Sturgis, and they came out on the opposite end of that duel, 72-9, John. So Sturgis put 72 on the Tigers tonight. We don't have that duel live for you here. It's live on Go Cobblers Live. They're doing some exhibitions matches now. Aberdeen's currently wrestling Rapid City Central. We're not sure of that score, but we'll keep you updated as best we can, or you can check with Track Wrestling to check out the score. That'll end the second period. Van Scoy with an 8-0 lead. He went down last time. I got to believe he's going to probably pick neutral. He's going to have to, well, he's going to go down. And I guess Van Scoy's going down, so it must have been a defer.
Yeah.
So Van Scoy will go down. Reese almost had another caution there. Van Scoy able to Peterson him over almost. Yeah. Gets the reversal, so that'll run the score to 10-0. So he's got a major. 1:38 left, second period.
182 pounds in DC Aberdeen Central with the win by forfeit. Open for the Cobblers. £195 match for the Cobblers.
So the Scoopers and the Tigers are going to finish their duel here right down below us.
Sturgis coming off a great weekend up in Mandan.
Yeah, they wrestled tough. They got a lot of kids coming back. They've got a pretty well put together team. They look good up there.
Yes.
Reese still riding on top. Down 10-2 now. So a couple points for Swade on the board. Van Scoy looking to get out from under there. Doesn't really have to, but he's got to show that he's working because I think he's going to get dinged for stalling right now, and he does. A Peterson attempt by Van Scoy, unsuccessful.
Inopportune time for the stall call.
Yeah.
He's doing some things. You just got to finish them.
Right. About 30 seconds here. 10-2 your score. The major's intact. So if he doesn't get turned, John.
He needs to finish this period, though.
Yeah. You'd like to see him finish on top.
Yes.
If you can. 15 seconds left. 10-2 your score. So a major possible here. More likely. And again, Reese is wrestling up, so he's going to have to be moving a pretty big kid anyway. So
Yeah.
that'll end it. So that'll be a major for Van Scoy, which will run your score to, I'm thinking about 40-9 now. And that'll bring up 220, and we'll see Noah Hupmaker. He had wrestled heavyweight last week. He's currently ranked number 1 at heavyweight, 3-0 on the year as a senior, but he was on his descent plan to come down to 220. He's going to face off with Aiden Schoborough. And Aiden, last weekend was 2-3. He's a junior, John. So Hupmaker number 1 at 285, but he's down at 220. So he'll be ranked at 220 next week. Hupmaker is very good from the front. He likes to get the front head and really work those guys over in that whip or bulldog. He's got the strength. He's got the size.
Oh, he's such a good athlete.
He is.
Good feet underneath.
He signed to play football at Northern, John. So he's a football player. Able to get his takedown there nice and slick. Noah in on a takedown. He's going to cut him loose. 2-1's your score. Noah certainly favored in this match. Nice. Blast double like his brother. Able to get him down, switch off to like a bear hug. Able to get him down. He's going to cut him again. Noah's been wrestling a lot heavier kids, so Noah getting on his offense here tonight. Good level changes. Little fireman's carry, but didn't even grab the arm. Just stayed in single. Able to get the takedown.
Looks tough.
6-2 your score. Hupmaker in the lead. Noah doing a good job trapping wrists underneath there. Now he's just going to cut him loose. He's tired of messing around. So 6-3 now your score. Schoborough able to put 3 escapes up given by Hupmaker.
Noah looks like he's looking for something big that he can go feet to back.
Yeah, he's certainly not afraid to do that. Another
No,
takedown for
there it
Hupmaker, and he's able to roll him over on the way, and a quick pin there once he got him down. So Hupmaker with the victory in the pin. That'll take the dual score to about 40-15. So we'll likely see Kenyon Burkhardt here, John. He was an 11th grader, 4-1 on the year, and we'll see Caden Strong for your Raiders. He's a junior, 3-3 on the year, and he's currently ranked 8th in the state. So
Caden wrestled well last week too, didn't he?
yeah, there was a lot of big kids up there, and Caden certainly is probably 240, 250, probably giving up some weight here. Burkhardt looks good.
He's a big boy.
He's been big his whole career, and was behind Hupmaker. His older brother, Nash, I think is like an 8th grader and a freshman. So Burkhardt's definitely got some size on him. Caden's a defensive tackle. A blast double attempt from Burkhardt.
Good defense.
Yeah, now he's going to try a kind of a whip.
That's nothing.
Front head trip. 2 takedown. He was able to get it.
That size got him there. I thought he was going to be able to come back and run it over the far leg, but just a little too much weight on him.
He'll dig that wrist out. He's looking cowboy, but Burkhardt probably just needs to thread that arm and work that way, but he let it go. A lot of these big guys like that power half, and he's able to use his weight, and he's on top now, and Caden's in a tough spot.
Winner by fall for Aberdeen Central 195, Samson Flockus.
Caden doing his best to fight it off. He's able to wiggle his hips and get his head moving.
I thought he
but
was going to get his arm through there for a second.
Yeah. Kenyon not on his toes, so not really putting all of his weight on him, but some of it. He gets the fall at 285. I'll take your score to 40-21. We'll move to the 106 match.
Yeah, Aiden got his arm caught in there.
Yeah. That'll bring out Shea Richter. He's currently a freshman, 5-2 on the year, currently ranked 6th in the state of South Dakota. I'm not sure who he's wrestling or if they're going to forfeit at 106. Yeah, they're going to be open, so they'll give up a forfeit at 106. Richter with the forfeit. That'll take your dual score to 46-21. So at 113, I'm not sure if they're going to wrestle up at 113 or if they're open there too. Looks like Braden Collins might be looking at a forfeit as well at 13, John.
Okay. They didn't move anybody around. That's,
I'm not sure. They've got an 8th grader in Brody Nealon who's a good wrestler. I know of him. He's currently 3-0 in the year. He might be hurt. They might be saving him for the weekend. I'm not sure. But so Collins is going to take a forfeit too. Up next, we're going to see Corbin Zent. He was a state finalist last year, John. He's an 11th grader, 4-1 in the year, currently ranked 2nd in the state of South Dakota. And I'm not sure if he's going to wrestle Engel or Reese here. They're both freshmen. Pretty new to the scene.
Yeah, Corbin handled the move up to 2 weight classes pretty well last week, I thought.
Rope Reese. Yeah, I think he wanted to be at 13. He just couldn't get there, and he's good enough. He lifted quite a bit this summer, and he's certainly well put together as a 20-pounder. A little bit short, but very strong.
Is he planning on staying at 20, do you know?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think it sounds like, Collins at 13. I think Zent at 20.
Makes the team stronger there, doesn't
it? Does. I think he could probably get to 14 or 15, but it was not going to be a fun year for him.
Sure.
So this is where he fits in the lineup.
Yep.
And he certainly had a great year last year, kind of came on the scene, did a nice job. So Zent is out here, gets down to a low single right out of the gates, able to get on top of him. Again, Reese here, a freshman, 1-2 on the year. Corbin, 4-1 on the year. He had 5 matches. They didn't have a full brackets at 120 up there.
That surprised me.
Yeah, I know. It's just kind of hit or miss up there, but Max was at 106, and they had 6 on each side, which was nice, so he got 7. But
yeah, that surprised me. The lightweights, they're usually full.
Yeah, usually it's that 82, 95-pound range maybe where you get a few singles in there. But so Zent with the early takedown. We're first period. We're at 120. We started at 26, so this is our last match of the night, John. Chamberlain comfortably in the lead at 52-21 from the score I have.
Stevens is in the lead.
Or excuse me, Stevens in the lead. I'm sorry.
You're going to get calls on that.
Yeah, well, probably, but I'm an old Chamberlain guy. I'm all right. I'm cheering for the Cubs, right? No, here we go. Zent with another takedown. He's going to take the score to 4-1. He's going to cut him again, get a little work in so he doesn't have to run later. So he's going to get some work in tonight. JV matches are still going on. Again, we're not going to be on for the next duel. Another takedown for Zent. So, hey, Tyson. So, Stevens in control of this. We're going to go away for the next duel. We're just going to let it stream so you could watch Chamberlain and O'Gorman. For your Chamberlain fans that are there, we won't announce it. And we'll come back for the Stevens-O'Gorman duel here at about 7 p.m. if we're on track. It'll be somewhere in that neighborhood, so we'll let it stream for the Chamberlain-O'Gorman duel. We're going to come back. John and I might go grab a Coke or a Powerade here, and we'll be back with you. Again, 3 backers there for Zent. He's up 9-2 now at your 120 match.
Yeah, he's overmatched the Chamberlain boy.
He's a young kid. Yeah. He's just a freshman, and Zent's got a lot of experience. State finalist last year and wrestled tough last year, and he's a junior, so it's always tough when those older kids are light.
Yeah.
Because you tend to see those kids light, and it looks like Zent here will get the pin with 4 seconds left. That'll run the score to, I'm thinking, about 58-21. So a nice duel. We'll keep it streaming. We're going to step away, and we're going to join you for the Stevens-O'Gorman duel. That'll be coming up here probably close to 7 p.m., or if you keep watching, after the Chamberlain-O'Gorman duel. So thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll be back soon. Tyson, we're going to you can just stream You can stream the next duel, and then we'll come back for the Stevens-O'Gorman one, if that's okay. doing good. Johnny. John. Hey, how's it going?
How you doing?
Good. Hey, Sam.
There's trouble up there.
We're up in the, we need cotton up here. We thought we're in the nosebleeds doing the... Yeah, we're announcing the matches, so yeah.
That wasn't you announcing, was it?
No, that's...
Oh, not over the loudspeaker. We're on the live stream.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that you send those emails out. That helps a lot.
Yeah, nobody said they don't want them. I don't know who else wants them, but I try to keep you guys updated.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. That way you don't have to fight it yourself.
Who's announcing in the tournament? Actual over the loudspeaker.
Pretty sure it's who's the Sturgis guy, or it might be both of them. They might go back and forth. Kevin and maybe who's that guy that announces a lot of the basketball? I can't think of his name. Scotty Peterson.
Doc Michael.
Scott Peterson, I think his name is.
The big deal is with this many mats is to try to have those guys announce. You're not going to do this. Try to have them announce the great wrestlers when Donnie's up, when something.
Well, I think they try to do that.
Yeah.
I think they try to do that.
This many mats, you can't keep track.
No, they highlight them, and I mean they have in the past.
Right.
I should
I hope they do it.
Well, Brozik is going to be up here streaming all the mats, and he knows the ones.
It should be good.
Cheryl gonna watch?
I'm sure she's watching right now. Something, just not this.
That's like Sarah, Matt's wife. She has no interest in it.
Yeah.
But Matt brings her.
I told Cheryl, I said, you can come down there with me and watch. She said, go ahead, Brett. I said, I'm going to be nice and you don't want to sit by yourself.
She can come sit with us.
I was going to say, you could have got up.
We got extra tickets.
I'll tell her that.
Should be a good. There's 40-some teams here. It should be good.
Is that how many showed up?
45. There's Millbank pulled out. Sickness. Hot Springs got some kids out. I think Sturgis has some kids out too. A couple maybe.
So I thought there was supposed to be
48 is what I heard we started with, and I think we lost a couple.
is Philip in it?
They're listed, but I don't know.
Well, Brett Lacey has asked me if I was going to be in the tournament.
Yeah, I think
So
they're
I'm
coming.
assuming they'll come.
Well, they went to Stanley County last week, and they normally started at Hot Springs, but now they started early.
When they're good, they come to our tournament.
Yeah.
When they're bad, they pull
Yeah,
out.
they go
It's kind
somewhere
of a
else.
shitty. Yeah.
Oh, they-
I understand.
I do too. I do too.
Hello?
But I hope they come because they're a good team.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, really?
Well,
Okay.
where were they last?
Sorry.
Rory, if you're in building, could you please step over to the radio? Rory?
I didn't see. They,
signature wings.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, keep it simple. Insure your car and home with Farm Bureau and you'll have a combined policy with one deductible that can cover it all. That means faster claim resolution and less hassle. Plus, you can save money in the long run. It's the quick way back to normal, because with Farm Bureau, you've got an agent who can make things right when things go wrong. Farm Bureau agents make insurance simple.
Call me, Tom Berger, your Farm Bureau agent in Rapid City, at 348-3470.
Owned and operated by veterans, Black Mountain Painting provides interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting services. With over 12 years of experience and a team of trusted paint experts, they bring the highest standard of work to the Black Hills area. They provide interior and exterior painting and custom staining needs. So if you have painting or staining needs inside or out, give Black Mountain Painting a call for your free quote today. 605-661-8612.
You want trucks? We got it.
Donovan. For O'Gorman, Holden Heights. Results at 113 pounds on the Cobbler map. Winner by fall in the third period for the Cobblers, Ryan Shetter. 120 pounds for Rapid City Central, Riley Schmidt. And for Aberdeen Central, Ridley Waldo.
Denny Menho Rapid Chevrolet. Choose from over 350 used trucks and SUVs, Ford, GMCs, Rams, imports, and more. Half tons, 3/4 tons, and heavy duty trucks. Many late model local trades, plus used and certified pre-owned Chevys. Keep your cash for the holidays and with qualified credit, buy with no money down and make no payments for 90 days. That's no payments until 2023. Shop the Black Hills best selection at Denny Menho Rapid Chevrolet or DennyMenhoRapidChevrolet.com. You want trucks?
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements. Hi, this is Dave Brown. Reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City Sports Talk Show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com. Hi,
My kid wrecked his car, his third car. The kid needs a car. We need the kid to have a car. What did I do? I begged my insurance agent for mercy. That's another story. Then I went to Copern Motors in Rapid City and found a safe, reliable car.
Copern Motors is a small, trusted dealership specializing in safe, quality pre-owned vehicles. No pressure, no hassle. Each vehicle is inspected, serviced, and detailed with a warranty like no other. Copern Motors, corner of Campbell and Omaha.
Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Menholt Toyota. Use your phone. It's fast and easy. Pull up our website, click on Value Trade-In, scan your VIN, and tell us about your car. You are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer on your vehicle in under 5 minutes. Bring your vehicle and your Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer to Denny Menholt Toyota. See you soon at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City. Kelley Blue Book.
You're doing a lot. Maybe you're starting a family, building a home, growing a business, or investing in your legacy. Security First Bank knows your life is constantly changing. And while our commitment remains constant, we're changing too, with tools, technology, and new products from people you trust. For all the ways you're changing and all the things you're doing, we're the bank. Security First Bank. Member FDIC.
You're doing great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Yeah. Well, good evening. We're just watched an entertaining duel. Chamberlain looks like they nipped O'Gorman 37-34. John, we watched the last match. It was a major to push them over the top and win that duel for the Cubs. So a nice duel for both of those teams. Chamberlain now will be done. They can kind of pack up and go back to the hotel, John, and kind of think about checking their weight and getting ready for tomorrow. We're going to have an O'Gorman duel. We're going to start at 1:38 tonight with O'Gorman and Rapid City Stevens. So welcome to Go Raiders Live. John Aldridge, I'm Tom Schoenhardt. We're going to get the duel going for you here. Looks like they're getting the clock figured out.
Yeah, they're showing 1:26. I don't know if they're going to start with that or not again.
No, I think that's where the last duel finished.
That's where they finished, right?
Yeah,
okay.
So I think we're going to start at 1:38.
Right.
Looks like Braden Voorhees is out there stomping around, and Lunder's right behind him, so I got a good suspicion that's where we're going to start tonight. The Raiders did pick up a win earlier tonight, 58, I think, to 21, and double-checked my score on that, but that's fairly close. Chamberlain was able to get 4 wins. That was Quinn Long, Bryce Ryer, Noah Hutmaker, and Canyon Burkhardt. And on the Stevens side, plenty of guys picked up a lot of points. There were a couple forfeits in there too, John. Yeah. So everybody's lineup isn't quite set yet. There is some sickness going around. We've heard some teams have pulled out of this tournament, even though there's 40 plus. But there is certainly some sickness going around. And of course, Sturgis and Rapid City Central are doing Aberdeen Central and Huron tonight as well, and some competitive duels down here. And we'll get the tournament started tomorrow at noon. But we're going to get this duel started, we believe, at 1:38 once the clock operators kind of figure out what they're doing over there and we get this duel started.
They've had some issues with the clock tonight.
Certainly have. We're going to work on that, but for the most part, things have gone well. It's a little loosey-goosey down there. People and kids are able to kind of move around freely. This is a little bit more relaxed than the regular tournament. So,
well, and the idea is to get these kids matches.
Correct.
Early in the year, you want them on the mat as much as possible without endangering their health or anything else, and this is a good setup for that.
So we're going to lead off with Braden Voorhees. He was a winner earlier tonight over a ranked wrestler from Chamberlain, so that's going to push his record to 2-3. Of course, Braden is a junior. He's a 138-pounder for Rapid City Stevens, so his record now 2-3 on the year. So he's going to be leading off tonight here for the Raiders.
Looks like they'd probably be wrestling Nicholas Giese. He's 4-1 and a sophomore. I see they've got a 7th grader in there also. But
Yeah, I listed the 7th grader. I wasn't sure. I took Ryan O'Connor's kind of list off track wrestling, and it's kind of a crapshoot. Sometimes we have to listen here, folks, to see who's wrestling, because John and I are in section 216, which if you don't know where that is, you just have to look up into the sky. We're way up here. We might need some cotton later for our nosebleeds, but we've got her zoomed in on the mat, and we'll try to keep you posted on what's happening and try to track along with the score. But it looks like we are starting at 138.
Yes.
Their wrestler is over there pacing around too, so hopefully we can get this duel started and get out of here, because tomorrow's going to be a long day.
Yeah, the kids need to get their rest in for tonight. It's still nice to have these duels, though.
Oh, yeah. No, it's great. And it feels like 10 o'clock, but it's not quite that yet.
I looked at my clock a little bit earlier, and I said, 6:30, it feels way later than
Yeah.
that to me.
We thought
But you've been here all day, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been setting mats up and kind of getting things put together for the weekend. And, again, we're going to have a lot of kids here. Almost 1,000 wrestlers is what I'm hearing, John.
That's fantastic.
They're going to do full JV brackets tomorrow, and those are full, folks. There's 28 to 35 kids in those brackets, full varsity brackets, full girls brackets. So there's going to be multiple place winners, multiple champs, and an opportunity to get some good wrestling in with folks from Nebraska, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, obviously. And so there'll be a lot of good kids here and a lot of good teams here, and a lot of guys that we'll get a chance to talk to that we might not have seen since the wrestling season.
Well, and this is one of the largest events this city puts on. And people need to come and witness this, because there's some outstanding young men and women competing in this tournament, and people just need to come and support it. Coaches do a great job. The volunteers do a great job. Officials, I mean, it's just a top-notch tournament.
Absolutely. This is one of those tournaments where you kind of get a feel for where you're at during the year, depending on if you're at the right weight. If you're able to place, usually it kind of means good things if you can stay healthy towards the state tournament, because this tournament tends to be tougher than our South Dakota State tournament. So we're going to get started here. Looks like Voorhees is going to take the mat. He's going to come out, and the O'Gorman wrestler is going to grab his headgear. He's going to need that tonight. That is an NFHS rule, so he's going to strap that on, check in at the table, and we'll get started here at 138 with Rapid City Stevens and Sioux Falls O'Gorman, or just O'Gorman. I don't know. I think they just go by O'Gorman now. I don't know. Here we go. First period, 138. Braden was able to get to his cradle and get a couple takedowns and some back points in the last match. Again, he got a nice win over a ranked kid. He's able to get to the right leg.
I watched Gee's first match, and he had a nice high C series that he did, and he had a little Kelly dump off of that, so he's an experienced wrestler.
He gets to the legs, but ends up kind of jumping out of bounds. Braden looks like he might have a little blood on him, but not sure if Tyler Seringer's, he's going to send him over to the table. Yeah, it looked like there was a little bit of a leg pass there. That's kind of the new phenomenon that kids do, and some kids are getting better at stopping it. But a lot of times when kids get out on that single leg, they go ahead and dive for that other leg. And it's not like college wrestling where you can get put in a danger position, but you certainly don't want to get a defensive pin in that position.
Right.
So kids kind of panic down there. And usually the high man wins in that situation, John. If you can get your head up and get moving, you usually win it. But sometimes it takes a good minute to figure it out if you don't get a stalemate.
Sure. Yeah, it's not a dangerous position if you don't let it be.
Right.
You just got to keep scrambling.
So we think it's Nicholas Giese here. He's a sophomore. He's 4-1 on the year. Braden Voorhees 2-3 on the year. He's a junior. Both of them going to get cleaned up. A little blood Looked like from Braden's lip when he got bounced out of bounds. Nicholas was able to kind of get in on a double and kind of pushed it out. I think if he would have stayed in and just pulled him in, he might have had a shot to get his takedown, but we'll start here neutral. 1:32 left first period. Both kids have been very active, some good hand fighting. Braden in on that right leg again. Looks like Nicholas is going for that right ankle to try to leg pass again. Braden's got to get that leg around and hook that ankle.
See,
yeah.
Just waited too
Now
long.
he's in a tough position.
Yep, he just waited too long. Now he's in tough shape.
Braden almost needs to kick out of there, and I don't know that that's two yet. It's probably
Not
almost
yet.
a stalemate.
He's got both legs wrapped up. He's got to
Yeah,
wrap
they're
up.
going to stalemate it. Yep.
When he gets to that position, he's got to clear his head and turn that to a double.
Right. So no score here. 1 minute left first period. We're at 1:38. That's where we're going to start tonight, folks. Braden in on that right leg again. Nicholas reaching for that ankle.
Now he's in good shape. Circle. Left arm over the top. Now it gets right back in there.
And he kind of gave him that. He moved his hip in, which allowed Braden to hook that, but he was able to get the ankle, so no two yet.
Watch that knee.
Braden's got to kind of get his cross face in. Now he's got two.
Oh.
There's a leg that was being pushed in, so a joint being pushed in. They're going to award the two, but stop it for potentially dangerous. They're not going to give him any backers there, John. So
Yeah, see, that's-
his knee was trapped and actually being
was.
pushed inside. So
Yeah. To be honest with you, I thought he was going to stop it before he gave him the two.
right, I think he wanted to, but by then it was too late.
Yeah.
So he awarded the two. A little bit of a caution probably on Braden. He kind of moved his arm down.
I think
But Brent's going to talk about it and find out if he had backers. So once he had that leg in and it was going against the joint, I think that's when Tyler stopped it.
Yeah.
So a discussion about that. 2-0 is your score. Giesi's going to be down. Not ideal for Braden. That
No.
probably would have been back points,
Yeah,
but
that
I
would
don't know if
definitely-
he could move because of that knee. So,
Right.
we'll see. So Giesi down, Voorhees to cover, 2-0, 35 seconds left first period. We don't have a score in the duel yet, folks. We started at 38. Braden trying to return. Tyler was quick with a stall call earlier, so you need to get those guys returned right away. Going to be out of bounds. They're going to give him the one, so 2-1. We'll go neutral. Voorhees in, collar tie. These guys have been very aggressive. Now Giesi able to get in deep. Braden's got to push those hips back. I don't like him grabbing for the ankle. Just
No,
push
he's
the
gotta-
hips back if he can. Now he's got that inside ankle. Now if he can break those hands, he's got 10 seconds to get him
Keep
over. He
circling.
does
He
get
got
the
the
two.
two. Yeah, nice.
5 seconds left. Now you just ride him out. Stay tough on top. And that'll give Braden a 4-1 lead as we head into the second period. It's going to be Stevens' choice.
End of period scoring again, Tom.
Yep. He's done that tonight.
He's
Wasn't
done
that him?
Yes, it was.
Yes, in 2 periods earlier. That's end
periods.
of the period scoring. We like that.
Yep, that's where you got to go.
So Braden's going to go down. We'll see what Giesi's got on top. He traps an arm, looking for a little bit of maybe a chicken wing. Nothing on a tilt yet. He's going
Got a leg in.
to did he get a leg in? No.
He did. He slipped
Now
it
he's
out,
got
yep.
it in. Now it's slipped in. Now he's looking a little bit of a ride. He's got power half in, trying to pull Braden back. Braden's holding on to a leg, able to fight it off. His hips, he is a little high. If Braden swam for the head, he might be able to do something there.
He's got to try to pop his hips, elevate his hips, and look for the head.
Maybe shake him a little bit. Now he's back to almost a short sit. There's no back
Now
points
he's coming
there.
to the top, though.
Yeah,
Keep
now,
turning.
now he's
Keep
got to
turning.
swim for
There
that
he
head.
goes.
He's going to come out back door and
There you
pick up
go.
two. That's going to take the score to 6-1.
Goes right
Voorhees.
to cross-face cradle.
Yep. And this kid's long, too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're very similar in body size. Braden trying to run him over. Braden's been good at that cradle tonight. And I know he's had success with it over the years. He is getting back points. It's at least got 2. I don't know if he got 3. He did get 3. So that'll run the score to 9-0.
Now he's got a new cradle.
I don't know if he ever let it
He
go.
did. He did.
He did?
He awarded the 3.
Yep.
That's tight.
Now he's got the pin. Voorhees with the pin.
Braden Voorhees, nice evening, young man.
Nice cradle. Good
nice
match.
evening, young man, yes.
You know, that young man had a nice cross-body ride. He was able to get in with a power half and just kind of got his hips over to the side, John, and it slipped off. So that'll move us to 145. That's going to be Talon Lunders, the junior. And Talon 1-4 on the year. He lost his match earlier, so maybe 1-5. I believe he's going to wrestle I'm not sure if he's going to get a forfeit. No, he's going to get a forfeit, John. I got Stern Pankratz listed there as a sophomore at 1 and 2, but he's unavailable tonight. So we're going to move to 52. That's going to be Dylan Warnke for your Raiders. He's a senior. He got beat earlier tonight. He's 3 and 4 with an honorable mention ranking. And I've got Tyler Owens as a sophomore, 1 and 2 on the year. We'll wait to hear what we hear from the overhead announcer.
On the Raider mat at 152 pounds, wrestling for the Raiders, Dylan Warnke, and for the Knights, Tyler Owens.
Yep.
I don't know if you say Oines or Oins, but we're going to call him Oins for tonight. So Warnke and Oins squaring off at 52. The dual score is 12-0 in favor of the Raiders. Warnke with a nice Kelly dump, and actually probably should have been awarded back points. Puts a half in.
Got it.
Able to sneak that in. Getting
catch
backers
that arm.
now.
Gotta catch
Referee a
inside
little
that
bit
arm.
slow to get down there.
There he is.
1:30 left first period.
See, let that
Warnke
arm
loses the arm, so unthreaded, but he gets backers, so he's up 5-0. He's going to try it again. He's got Butcher on now.
You know, Sioux Falls O'Gorman is a really young squad. I say they don't have a senior on the team, but, you know, with Coach O'Connor in the realm, he's going to have things going pretty quick.
Right, and that's a pin by Warnke. So that'll put another 6 on the board for the Raiders. We're going to move to 160, and this is probably the match of the night if Sheridan's going to come out, John. This is their Keenan was ranked 7th at 170. He was 4-0 on the year, and I think he's 5-0 now. So he's down to his weight descent. Wrestling Corderdoni, the number 1 ranked kid in the state of South Dakota, returning state champ. Corder is 5-1 on the year. So Keenan Young is a sophomore, but he's well put together and he's got a lot of experience. Able to get in on a single on Corder. Corder's got to get his foot to the mat, and he does.
Most wrestlers staying in real good position.
Yep. Yeah, Keenan's got a lot of experience. He's a nice kid. I've talked to him a number of times. He's a nice kid. Front head there from Keenan. Corder's more of a blast double. It doesn't really catch you off guard. It's more like getting hit by a freight train.
Sure.
He gets in on a single, able to get it up. Sheridan able to get a wrist. Corder's going to try not to go out of bounds, but they're going to let him go, so we'll get a restart. 0-0 is their score. Corder's probably already bleeding. Yep. This is probably our match of the night, John. Kind of our marquee matchup, if you will. Again, Sheridan, I think he's returning state placer. I'm not sure what weight he was at last year. I'd have to do some research, but we did all we could to put what we could together early in the year here. As a sophomore, though, he was ranked number 7 at in the state of South Dakota at 170, but now he's down at 160. So this is probably the weight that he needed to get to and wanted to get to. I don't know if he's going to go any further, but looks like he fits into this weight class nicely.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd have been a little small at 70, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
I noticed the Pankratz name. That's a wrestling name from way back.
It certainly is. Yeah, there's a couple of them listed on this team. There's another one listed at 70, and we might see him tonight. I'm not sure. Again, the duel earlier, O'Gorman 37-34. They were upset, or they were beaten by Chamberlain. A nice competitive duel for them. Stevens duel now for O'Gorman, so they get the 2 late duels, but nice enough for them to step in, and we lost Thunder Basin tonight to duel us. They're going to be at the tournament tomorrow, but they're starting a little bit late, so we added O'Gorman, and it's nice for them to get out here and kind of get settled in.
Yes.
So again, 0-0. We're in the first period, about a minute left. We're at 160. These kids could see each other tomorrow, or at least Saturday for sure. So Sheridan in on a single. Gorder able to give him some hips. Front head for Corder now, snapping him down, but he's on the edge. Going to be tough to score out there. Tyler's going to reset him back to center. Looks like there might be a little blood on the mat. We don't have mat tappers tonight. It's pretty much all hands on deck, so everybody kind of helping out tonight. Bob Byer out there cleaning up a little blood. Bless your heart, Bob. Thank you. Thanks for everybody for working this tournament. It takes a village to put this thing on, and it's usually the highlight of the season for usually about 8 kids a weight class, John.
Yes. Like you said earlier, this is one I know, talking to coaches from Wyoming that wrestled in this tournament in years past, this is the one they all marked.
Yep, this is the one you want to win. This is the one where you get a little bit of bragging rights and you kind of find out where you're at. These two have squared off, a lot of hand fighting, some shots, but nobody's been able to really get in a position to finish. We're 29 seconds left first period. Quarters tried that right leg, tried the left leg. Hasn't had a lot of success. Sheridan able to kind of beat him off. Good head and hands defense. A little bit aggressive. Tyler's going to square him up and tell him to knock it off now and probably keep going, but a lot of energy being exposed here too, John, in that first period. If we go 3, I'm not sure if these kids are going to have a lot left. A reshot by Sheridan able to get in. Quarter feeding him some hips. Back on the ankle. Needs to get that cross face in if he can. He's got a left ankle or the right ankle. Nothing yet. I think Sheridan would like to see a stalemate if possible, or possibly even finish if he's able to step up. But that's going to end the first period. We're going to go 0-0. It's going to be Red's choice, which is probably the O'Gorman, and he's going to go down. So Sheridan will go down to start. 0-0 is your score, and somebody just unplugged the clock. So we're going to have to deal with that.
I'm sure the wrestlers wouldn't mind a couple other seconds.
Yeah. This is not ideal, folks, but usually about one time in a youth tournament, all of them go off and everybody kind of gets a chance to take a deep breath. Obviously, we appreciate y'all joining us online. GoRaidersLive.com. We'll be with you hopefully all year. We don't have a lot of home duels. We're going to be on the road next Thursday in Wall for Sturgis and Phillip next Thursday. And then we're going to have a duel right before Christmas against Douglas, and I believe that is at home, John.
Okay.
And then we'll have Central at home this year, that last week before Regions in February. So a couple chances to see your Raiders at home coming up right before Christmas with the Douglas Patriots coming to Carroll Hire Gym to wrestle. So JV matches are off and away on the mat next to the varsity mat, so kids getting some matches over there, which is great to see, a few extra kids. So looks like they've got the scoreboard back up. Looks like there's power. But with that many kids walking around, John, who knows what happened.
So many wires, so many bodies.
Yeah. Well, and everybody just kind of piled in back there. The kids are having a good time, and it's nice to get this kind of season kicked off. We had a nice weekend in Mandan last week. The kids finished 5th up there to some tough schools. Sturgis kind of ran away with the tournament. They looked really good. Pierre was up there. They looked pretty good as well. Bismarck High, as always, they had 3 kids that had open weights at 3 weights. So I don't know if they're quite healthy yet, but the kids that did wrestle for them looked pretty good. And then there was some smaller schools at Devil's Lake, I think, or Killdeer, and a few kids. You just kind of don't know what you're getting up there, which is kind of good for the kids.
Well, their wrestling program in the state is so good, and
yeah,
they have so many opportunities with their clubs and that they have in the off season from high school. So
we're going to get back started here. We don't have a score, folks. It's going to be the second period. It shows the first, but don't let that fool you. We're in the second. The weight is 160, and Doney's going to go on top of Keenan Sheridan, who was ranked number 7 in the state at 170, but now he's down at his weight that he wants to be at. Quarter lets him go. Kind of tried to get it back in on a single, but thought better of it. Let him go, but Quarter hasn't been able to get to his leg quite yet deep enough to score. Sheridan in on the right leg, been getting fed a lot of hips from Quarter. It's been busy. I think this is one of those matches where the reshot's going to get it, John.
Yeah, it's going to have to, because the head and hands defense is so solid.
Quarter's plug fell out, so they're going to stop it and put another one in. So we're going to have blood time here. We got a $1:28 left. It's 1-0 Sheridan right now. Again, Quarter, the returning state champ, had a nice weekend in Bismarck. Ran into a buzzsaw in the finals. LJ Harajo from Bismarck took a loss there, but LJ is a D1 recruit Mark Banning's looking at him heavily, I know, down there, talking to LJ this weekend. So he'll be here this weekend, so it'll be fun to see him wrestle. Quarter backing up, needs to circle in. Keenan's kind of been the guy that's pushing it. He gets the takedown on the edge.
That was a nice little setup.
3-0 is your score. He's got a wing in. Looking for maybe a chicken wing. He's got a deep waist with it, so I don't know if he really knows what he wants to do with it. Quarter, a lot of pressure on top. Quarter looking for a fresh start. He's on the edge. He's got to know where he's at. About 40 seconds left. Quarter able to get turned around, but they're out of bounds, so hopefully Quarter's got a little gas left here this second period to get out and put himself in a position to tie this up with a takedown.
Yeah, Keenan's had an answer for everything that Quarter's gone after today.
Yeah. We got a caution there.
Yeah, false start.
Well, it's early in the year. Everybody's getting a feel for kids. Keenan doing a good job riding Quarter right now, just a deep waist. Really thought about putting a leg in there, but thought better of it. Now he's going to drop down and try to run Quarter out of bounds. Quarter's actually going to get out of bounds. They're going to give him the escape.
Yeah.
He was on top and probably going to get a reversal. Keenan might have bumped his head there. Looks like he's all right. So Quarter's plug might have fell out again. It's sitting on the side of the mat. The referee thought better of picking that up. 3-1's your score.
Final dual score from the Concord Man Racing Central 48, Huron 30.
48-30 was our dual score with, was that Huron and, I just heard something down there. Maybe that was the dual score with
Central and Huron.
Oh, okay. Rapid City Central and Huron, so we got a good match here. 3-1's your score. They're going to be neutral. We got 26 seconds left in the third period, and when you talk about end of period scoring here, John, this is a nice place to get a takedown and tie it up, because more than likely Quarter's going to have choice here, and although Keenan's done a good job riding him, Quarter was able to get away the last time. So,
but you don't want to give up two here.
No, Quarter in.
He's got a reshot off of that.
Yeah, he reaches for a leg, but he's on his knee. He's got to be careful of that reshot. Tries a drag. Sheridan not letting up. He's right in his face, pushing Quarter right to the edge of the mat. That'll end the period. 3-1's your score. Quarter's going to go down, try to get his point, and then he's going to have to get a takedown and ride him out to win this thing. 2 minutes left in your period. 160. Dual score is 18-0 Stevens. We started at 138.
That's red again.
Another caution on Sheridan. So the next one will be a point. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Do you get 2 warnings?
It might take 2 takedowns to win this thing. But you better get your escape
Quarter
first.
Looking for a switch. Sheridan doing a good job with pressure on top.
Tough ride on top.
About a minute 40 left. Quarter's got to build his base up here and probably look for a stand-up if he can, but he wants to stay away from the edge to score if he can, because they may go out of bounds here, which will give Quarter a fresh start, but Quarter's been in position on the edge but just not able to get that reversal.
Well, Keegan's doing a real nice job of getting good chest pressure on him, making it very difficult to stay in that base.
Pressure on top from Sheridan. He's got a wrist. He's kind of riding the hips, but doesn't really want to get out to the side. That's when Quarter's switch kind of gets activated, so he's able to get a wing now. Now he's going to try to trap an ankle if he can. He's out to the side. Maybe he won't get called for stalling, but Quarter looks like he's in a position of almost a Peterson. He's got to be careful he doesn't give up back points.
No kidding.
Quarter could try to pressure in and look for a defensive pin, but I think he just needs to get his legs free and get out. We've only got 45 seconds left in this match. not much happening.
No. Burning a lot of clock.
Yep. 3-1's your score. Now he's getting backers.
Oh, he got a 2 count out of it for sure. Keegan has done a really nice job with his hip pressure.
Yeah, he's been good on top tonight.
He's really forced the issue on top. He hasn't let Quarter get out of that position flat to the mat.
He hasn't. He did award the 2 back points, so it's 5-1 your score. 15 seconds left. So that'll be a decision for Keenan Sheridan, a big win for him over the number 1 ranked wrestler, and they'll probably get a chance to wrestle again. The O'Gorman faithful is very excited. Keenan wrestled a good match.
Wrestled a good match.
So your dual score is 18-3 now. We're going to move to 170. That'll be Graydon Bakke, your senior. He's, I think he's 2-3 on the year, currently ranked 7th in the state. He might have got a win earlier. I think he did. He got a forfeit, I think, at 170. So he's 3-3 on the year. I didn't hear who they said, John. Did you?
They didn't. No.
I'm not sure who this is.
With each other.
I'm guessing it's either Pancras or Mossbach, so we'll call him O'Gorman for now. Sorry if you're at home, folks. We can't really hear. There's a lot going on in here. O'Gorman able to get to a leg. Able to get, they're going to award a takedown. It seemed to be fairly quick. I'm not sure if he had it, but they're going to give it to him. Graydon looking to stand up. Bakke able to get to his feet. He's down 2-0. They're going to call him out here and get a fresh start. Graydon gets his feet out from under him, a short sit from him. Looking switch, but stands up. Needs to kind of circle to the end of the mat. They're going to call him out, even though they really weren't. Quick stand up by Bakke. Putting that leg in after the fact is usually a possible stall, but no stalling yet. We've seen stalling early, but not from this referee. They're going to call him out. So far, O'Gorman's been able to keep top pressure on and keep Bakke unable to get away at this point.
Needs to get a little hand control on his way up. And he did that the last time, but then he didn't clear his hips.
Needs to separate a little bit, to not allow that leg to come in after the fact. 50 seconds left. Now he's got to try to shake him off. He goes for, so that.
One more of those has got to be a stall.
Yeah, you would think so, but it's early. Everybody's still, it's early, so we're all getting grounded yet. Bakke to his feet. He picks an ankle. He only can be on that for 5 seconds. He runs him out of bounds. Bakke's got 42 seconds to get his point and get away. Almost a quick start by O'Gorman there, but Bakke almost going towards the edge. I don't know if he didn't like his start, but now he's down low under the hips, comes up. They go out of bounds again. Trail referee's kind of shaking his head, so 30 seconds left.
Got to be a call somewhere in here.
I don't know. That time Bakke might have been going to the edge. Now he gets his point. Good job by him to cover the fingers and get his hips around and face him. 2-1's your score. O'Gorman in the lead over Bakke. Bakke tries his little fireman's. Short time, about 14 seconds left.
Elevate.
Baki trying to avoid a Merkel situation. He's almost got him on his back. They haven't awarded
There's
a
a
2
Peterson.
yet.
We're in Peterson, aren't we?
He almost had cross-body ride. I don't know if they're going to award anything. 2-1's your score, but again, we
had a leg and an arm on the bottom, on top.
I don't know who this referee is, but seems like he's not going to call anything there. So 2-1, that's going to be your score. It almost looked like we had 2. Then there was almost a reversal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At first, we have arm and leg on the bottom in a Peterson situation, and then he throws his leg in. That I don't know if that constitutes a reversal, but probably best to have a no call. That's stalling. Thank you.
They finally hit him for stalling, so he can't put that leg in once he stands up. It's got to be in before they go. Baki able to get to his feet. Tries to put the leg in Merkel's situation, try to snap him back. Not able to do that. This is a situation where you can usually get a reversal. If you play your cards right, he moves out of bounds. I don't know if he's going to get his 1. He's not going to. He's going to give him the 1, even though he's out of bounds. So he'll give him the 1. 2-2's your score. Could be 4-4 or 5-4. Yeah.
The ring has been kind of an adventure for whether we're getting the call or not.
Yeah.
For either wrestler.
So Baki tries a fireman's, unsuccessful. O'Gorman was able to put a 2-on-1 on him. A Russian tie. He goes in for it again.
Now he
Gets
just has to clear that arm and go to the waist. Attack the head.
His arm is trapped between the legs of the O'Gorman wrestler. Now he's got it out. Now he just needs to come back around and get it.
Yes.
Nothing yet.
Still there. Hit it again. Hit your fireman.
50 seconds left. Now they come back to their feet. He tries it again. Now he's able to kind of get him in headlock position. So he's got 2 and he's getting backers.
What are you turning back for?
I don't know what's going on here, folks. I think he's got backers. Now he just got to kind of swivel his hips.
Get your reverse half.
Post that arm.
Right arm half. Oh, my goodness.
There he goes. Now he slid to the head again. And he gives up a reversal. He gives him 3. And they give the reversal. So 7-4 now, I think, is your score. 8 seconds left. Second period. So those back points were big for Baki. Graydon looks a little gassed on the bottom. He's going to take a second here and get his breath back. Choice is going to be O'Gorman. I think they got the score right. I think they're double checking it, but I think it's right. 7-4. O'Gorman's gonna go down. Jack texted me from Northern, and he was studying tonight for his last final, but he had the duel on. So
good.
Congrats to Jack on getting
Jack
done with this
hard.
first. Yeah, we'll look forward to seeing you next week if you're still watching. Baki starts on top. O'Gorman had choice there. 7-4 is your score. We're at 170, about $1.40 left in this period. Dual score is 18-3.
With Graydon's length, he should be able to use something to his advantage. Cradles, wings and bars. I mean, he's got to have something on top to go.
He's got the ankle tied up. Trying to look for a crossface, but he's kind of riding the hips.
Yeah.
No stall calls on Baki yet.
I'd like to see him get a wing and a bar and just go.
Graydon's kind of looking for a little bit of a crossbody ride there. He's got to kind of crawl forward to get that pressure in to move him. Still got a minute 12.
Got him on a hip if he can power half here.
Yeah, power half would be nice. Gorman kid doing a good job fighting it off, but they're going to call stalemate. Oh, they're going to call stalling on top.
Oh, my.
So we had a leg in trying to power half, and he gets called for stalling, John.
Okay.
Any comment?
You know, that's consistently been called bad.
Well, we'll see. We got a caution on red. Is that his third?
No, that was the last match.
Okay.
I'd like to see Graydon finish this thing strong.
Be careful with that
Attack
roll,
the head.
and he's going to attack.
The head. Get your back points. There's got to be counting.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird position, but he's almost in a position where he's got a leg and putting him on his back.
Yes. He's got 3 coming. When did you show him that one, Tom?
That's not my move, but if I did that, John, I'd be in the hospital. But his knee's in a weird position.
Yeah,
it's almost a little bit of pressure. No, it's not against the joint. No. So Baki's still in a good spot. There's 20 seconds left. 7-4 is your score.
He's got 3 coming.
So we'll see here. It's an awkward position. Not really a whole lot that can happen from here, but maybe a reversal. But if Baki gives it up, he's still going to get the win. And he's close to giving it up. He's going to need a turn. He's going to give him 3 backers on that. Now he's going to go to Baki. So I don't know where this is going to end up. 10-6?
He just gave him did he give him the last 2? Because it was 4, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He gave him the 2 reversals.
Yeah, he did.
Should have been 10-6.
Yeah.
Well, that was unusual.
Yeah, I don't know, John. So that was 10-4, so that's basically just a decision for Baki, which is good.
Yes.
We'll take the 3 points. A nice match by the O'Gorman wrestler. He did some good things.
He did some real good things.
So
I think we lost kind of where we were a couple times, kind of lost sight of what position we're in, and could have been a little better job of that. But,
right.
You
I know
we finished
Al Biersbach has just chimed in here, and he wanted to know who the officials were. Tyler Seringer, the former DW and peer wrestler, was the trail on that. And I want to say the other guy with him, I thought it was Graydon Daly earlier because we're sitting so high, but I think he's from Wyoming.
Yeah.
So we're going to jump to 182. That's going to bring up Aiden Kellogg. He's a sophomore. He's at 5-3 on the year. He's currently ranked 6th. And he's going to be wrestling, I think, Aiden Knobel, who's undefeated so far this year. So
Kellogg fell into a nice set there.
Yeah, he did. And Kellogg is not a kid that takes that lightly, and he'll get the pin.
Aiden
Big
Kellogg
match for Aiden Kellogg. Kind of got him in a position and ended up sticking him. And that kid from O'Gorman's well put together as well as an 82-pounder. So,
wow.
So Kellogg with the fall. That's going to run your dual score up 21-27 to 3. Right now, we're going to move to 195. That's going to bring out Tanner Van Scoy. And we'll have to listen for the other wrestler here, John. We got to do better at this, so let's see if we can hear. This is going to be, excuse me, Alex Muntz. He's a junior, 1-2 on the year. I'm not sure if he won his match earlier. It could be 2-2. But so Van Scoy takes the mat at 195. Your dual score is 27-3 Raiders. A lot of action down there. The kids are getting into this duel now. And there's a big duel going on with Sturgis as well. Right down below us with Aberdeen. So Van Scoy was able to get a win earlier, secure that. He's going to cut the corner here, and he's going to try cradle. He's got his 2. He's got to be patient. He's got 125 left. I think was stuck for a minute there. He's close.
Get in position.
Just got to he got to be patient here. Got to kind of readjust those hands a little bit.
Yeah.
There you go. That'll be a pin for Van Scoy. So it'll be a win for Van Scoy, and Muncie will take the loss here for O'Gorman. Current dual score 33-3. I see they put that up there now for us, John. I can see it from here.
You know, when they had, I can't say his name, our techie guy.
Oh.
He came and set it up for a duel.
Oh, okay.
In that match between O'Gorman and.
So now we've got Aiden Schoberl. He's the junior. 2-3 on the year. I can't remember how he did his match before. I think he was pinned by Noah Hutmaker.
He was.
And then this is David Vasquez. He's a junior, 5-1 on the year. He gets the early takedown, 2-0 O'Gorman Knights. Showboro the junior, it's his first time in the lineup, John, so he's figuring it out.
Sure. Tough way to start with Hutmacher in the first match.
Yeah, you don't really want him or first round.
No.
Any Hutmacher for that matter.
Including the dad.
Yeah, including Joe. And probably his brother Casey. All right, so Showboro gets his escape. It's 2-1 now, folks. 1:16 left.
He's got bottom leg cradle hooked
Looks like he's got a cradle hooked up. He's going to push him out of bounds. He's got to keep his knees in. He needs to get his takedown. He almost needs to just get his 2, wrap the legs up, because you don't want him to go out of bounds. He does get his 2. He's still in bounds. They're going to call him out.
No way. They gave him his 2, didn't they?
They gave him his 2, yep.
Yeah,
3-2 now. So 3-2 Showboro now with the ride on Vasquez from O'Gorman.
Counterstand it.
That'll tie it up 3-3. Vasquez with the takedown to take it to 5-3. Showboro looking for a little bit of a roll. He kind of rolls himself onto his back, but no backers. Tried the old fat man roll, John. I don't know if you're supposed to call it that anymore, but that's what I know it as.
Near and dear to my heart.
Showboro able to get his escape. 20 seconds left. First period, 5-4. We got some scoring at the big guys.
I like to see that. I think Showboro could see that right leg. There it is.
He tries for it.
But he can't go to his hip, though. He's got to turn into it.
Showboro's a big kid, but this kid he's wrestling's pretty big, too.
He's good size. He's a full 220, I would say.
Did he award a 2 there? He's late with it, but he does award a 2 at the buzzer. So we're going to move to the second period. Showboro's been able to show his way out.
Yeah, yeah.
So 7-4 now in favor of the Knights. Another fat man roll attempt goes to his back, and it's not going to work on this kid. I think he's had that happen. Looking for a cradle. Now he goes out front. It puts Aiden in a pretty good position to stand up and try to face him if he can.
Yeah, he's just got to step up and get you one.
I'm not sure if he can pull him over the top. This kid is pretty well put together.
Oh, and he's longer.
Yeah.
We just need to get our one there, get back to our feet and see if we can catch something. Not sure.
Yeah, so 7-4 here. That's your score.
Up to your feet now, Aiden.
1 minute left. Cradle attempt by Vasquez. You don't see a lot of cradles at this weight, but
The long way, too.
well, he's going the wrong way. Now he's going to go almost side suicide. Now he needs to kick out. Vasquez able to continue to ride him. 50 seconds left. Now he's going to try to hook it up again.
Got to get that inside arm free, catch him.
Vasquez able to get himself in pretty decent position there to hold off the pullover. Now he's going to get him over. Now he's going to count backers. He's almost in a position where he could get defensive pinned if he's not careful, so he's going to readjust. 30 seconds left. Lets it go. He's going to get his 3 back points to run the score to 10-4. Showboro looking for that roll again.
I'd like to see him just get to his feet. Plant that foot, come up.
Got to get his head off the mat as well. Power half attempt by Vasquez. We're short time here. 9 seconds left. Second period. 10-4 is your score. Heard one of the coaches say watch that roll. I think he's well versed on that. Vasquez is going to choose both up. Yeah, neutral. So we're going to go on our feet. Vasquez might be bleeding a little bit. 10-4 is your score. Coach King's going to have a word with Showboro. So is Coach Benny. That was going to be short-lived. Referees are going to call him back. They're going to go neutral in the third period. So Schoborough going to have to get to work here. He's going to need a 5-point move to get back into this match, which would put him at 10-9 if he can do it.
Well, the big guys are capable of throwing something big to the mat, too.
That's for
maybe
sure.
Get a fall out of it.
Aiden with an underhook on the left side, snapping the head, trying to reach for that leg. Now he goes bulldog in the front. And got that head. Tries for it. I think this kid just looks a hair bigger.
Yeah, he does.
2 takedown there. Run your score to 12-4. Vasquez still on the ankle. He'll let it go now. He's been trying to cradle all night and got some back points earlier. He's going to try a little bit of a half tilt. Now he's got power half. Try to run Aiden over.
Gotta get your head up and go, Aiden. Tries his roll again. Well, now, why we're not out there?
I don't know.
We're not out there. I don't
Yeah, I
understand
think
that.
Coach King's going to ask him if they were out. I think they're going to wonder if that maybe was an escape. So Seringer and the head referee of the match is going to talk about it. Now he's going to award the point, and they go both up. So 12-5 your score.
Representing Central, Tate Huff.
50 seconds left here, third period. Schobor's going to have to go big.
Yeah, he's going to jack him up and see if he can hit something. I don't know if that's in his repertoire or not, but
Well, I think most of those big guys got a headlock of some sort, but
sure.
I don't know if Aiden does. He's going to give it a whirl, and he gets it.
Oh, I'll be go to heck.
He get it. He's going to get 5 here, which will
He
get him
might
to
get a
10, but he's
fall.
got to pin him. 20 seconds left. Schobor's going to have to get heavy on that head and
Yes,
suck
he
that
is.
arm up.
Sit on it.
Looks like he's losing it a little bit, but he looks flat.
Oh, my God.
12
You got
seconds
it.
left. He got the pin. What a match by Schobro to come back from being down.
A lot of courage there.
12-7. He comes back with a headlock and able to get the pin over Vasquez from the Knights.
Nice job, Aiden. Showed a lot of heart to finish that match.
Yep, so that's going to move us to heavyweight. Caden Strong, the junior on the year, currently ranked 8th in the rankings, against his brother, I assume, John Daniel Vasquez. He's a sophomore. 2-3 on the year.
Good sized boy, too, isn't he? Kind of under why O'Gorman's football program is so
Yeah,
good.
yeah, they are dynamite, aren't they?
They sure are.
Well, they're
Every year.
So here we are at heavyweight. We started at 138, folks, so we got a few matches left in this duel. We're at the 285. The big boys are out there now, and usually one of their foot bands falls off during the match, so they're going to pocket that.
Must have some blood.
Maybe blood time early. Yeah, I'm going to clean that up. So again, the dual score 39-3. There was a big win earlier. Keenan Sheridan upset number 1 Corderdoni in a pretty good match. He wrestled real good on top. Was able to get Corderdoni to Corder's legs and able to get that match. But I have a feeling that they could see each other over the weekend. So Corder will have a chance, hopefully, to get that back or at least get a common over him.
Well, and what's going to be interesting is seeding meeting.
Well, it is, but
Where they
here's
stick those guys compared to the Bismarck wrestler and
yeah. Well, the
whoever.
Bismarck wrestler probably would be the 1 seed, I'm
I
guessing.
would assume so.
Arajo.
I don't know what everybody else has though.
Yeah, I mean
Colorado coming in and
yeah. There's well, it'll be messy tomorrow. There's
Yeah.
no question about it. But they'll see each other again in Madison. The Madison tournament coming up. Al Biersbach does a good job running that tournament, and then we've got a chance to see him, I believe, in Yankton. So they're going to wrestle again. I'm going to imagine they're going to wrestle at least twice, if not 3 times, unless Keenan and Corder don't stay healthy. But so we're at 285. We got no score. We're about 100 or 120 left in the first period. Heavyweight match. Not a whole lot happening, although we did have some scoring with the 82-pounders. That was kind of fun.
That was fun.
Caden's going to try a headlock and actually come behind and
Keep him in.
He lifts him
Oh,
up
nice
and gets
job.
him down.
Nice
so
job.
nice job by Caden.
Good
Caden
return.
giving up some weight here, it looks like.
Might have a little experience on the sophomore.
Yeah. Caden, of course, a defensive tackle for your Raider football team, and he had a nice season this year.
He had a real good season.
Yep.
He's got a lot of varsity experience on this map, too.
He's got a chicken wing kind of loosey-goosey in a wrist, but he wasn't able to do anything with it. He's going to try far knee, far ankle, but comes back up, puts a little bit of weight on him to try to keep him down. He's got 30 seconds to ride him to not give up a reversal, or excuse me, an escape.
He's got to get more pressure on the bottom man instead of on his
Head
knees.
lever, he's able to scoop that now if he can get it. He can.
Use the choke that rest, get to the side, elevate it, and run a half.
15 seconds left. He can go right across the face here and
Yep.
hold that arm and just go kind of low shoulder over,
And drive.
trying to drive him over. They're going to end the period there. 2-0 is going to be your score. So 2-0, dual scores a little bit out of hand at 39-3, but we have had some competitive matches.
Yes.
So O'Gorman, Vasquez is going to take bottom here. Strong's going to go on top. He was able to ride him for about 30 or 40 seconds in the first period after his takedown. Caden will try to do that here, see if he can figure out how to get him to the mat. He does, picks an ankle, driving him forward, looking for a crossface.
I'd like to see him work inside the arms and get a little wrist control first off that instead of going over the top, because as soon as you go over the top, then he's able to build back up.
Sure. Caden now got a crossface, and he maybe is thinking butcher, and I think he is. Thinks better of it, comes back, and tries to go out to the side to look busy.
I'd like to see him use that power half in that situation.
Yeah,
Try to
he's,
get him to a hip.
he's rolling out the wrist nice as Vasquez. Tough ride. Here we got about 1:15 left. Second period, 2-0 is your score. Strong probably needs to pick up some back points here to give him a little cushion in the third and then just wrestle smart. Thinking of giving him a stall call on the bottom. We'll see if Seringer gives it. He's got a wing. Now he's got doubles. That's going to be tough for Vasquez to get out of that. That's a pin for Caden Strong and a double chicken wing in the heavyweight match. You don't see that a lot.
That might be just the young man's inexperience right now.
Of course. Yep. 45-3 your score. We'll move to the 6-pounders. So big guys to little guys. Looks like we're going to see Easton Scheit. He's a 6-pounder for the Knights against Shea Richter. He's 6-2 on the year. Took a forfeit earlier. Currently ranked 6th in your South Dakota State A rankings. Came out Sunday. So Richter will take the mat here at 106. So Easton Scheit, just a 7th grader. Richter, the freshman, so he's got a little bit more experience. Shea goes underhook right side.
And it looks like the O'Gorman wrestler's a little small for the weight class.
Richter with the takedown. A little bit of a slide by drag. On top now, 2-0 your score. Scheit trying to build up. Richter going cross wrist. Going to try to pick that leg up and either put one in or slide it over. Richter's got his Turk in now. He's going to try to lift him up and get those shoulders exposed if he can keep him in bounds. So the Turk's in.
He's got to circle him a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to have to drag him back in.
Final score, Scoopers 43, Aberdeen Central 20.
43-20. Scoopers over Aberdeen.
43-20. The Scoopers get the win over Aberdeen Central, so the Scoopers looking tough to start the year out, and they'll be the team to watch tomorrow.
Yes, it will.
So Richter will cover. 2-0 is your score. 40 seconds left first period. Quick escape by Scheit. Richter in on front head, looking for a bit of a breakdown. Reaches for the ankle. Comes around, 2 is awarded. Scheit pulling the arm over.
They give up cradle.
Looks like he's got it. Short time, we got 10 seconds left. He's going to get all 3 of these. 3 in the hole. That'll do your first period. That's going to be 7-1 score. Choice is going to be Richter's. He's going to go down. Richter trying to get to his stand-up. Easton doing a good job riding on top. Just covering that ankle. Richter able to get to his feet. Cover now. Not quite able to get him down. Shea just got to cover those hands and break free and hip heist. Tries to reach around.
Standing switch.
Jumps in for a standing switch. Gets the reversal. 9-1's your score now. Now he's got a crossface hooked up. Could go butcher here. He's looking cradle. He might even consider. Yeah, he go butcher now. Just needs to bump those hips a little bit. Settle in. Now he goes reverse half with his butcher. Covers a leg. 1 minute left, second period. Richter in the lead comfortably at 9-1. .40 seconds left, second period. He's got his Turk, crossface with it. Three backers there will take the score to 12-1. Gonna go back to that butcher. Now he's got an arm trapped. He's going to scoop it. 6 seconds left. He's going to stay on top. We're going to go to the third with 12-1's your score. Scheit's going to, yeah, Scheit's throwing a lot of fight. He's going to go neutral. Got to put some points on the board. Slide by attempt by Richter, able to pick an ankle on the way and get the takedown. So that'll run your score to 14-1. One more turn and that'll be it.
Just a little outmatched here, isn't he?
Yeah, just a 7th grader, Easton.
Yep.
Richter, the 9th grader. At this weight, you can get about anything. Mostly young kids.
I think in a year or two you're going to see the effect of Coach O'Connor, though.
Oh, yeah.
With this team. You already see some of that with their experienced kids and the young ones that they are.
Richter trying to hook up a double chicken wing. He can walk out of bounds and come back in, slide through, sit through. Probably going to get the pin here. He does. That'll be a pin for the Raiders. Run their score to 51-3 for your dual score. We'll move to 113, where Braden Collins will take the mat. He's a sophomore, 2-3 on the year, 3-3 on the year now, currently ranked 5th in your South Dakota State A rankings. We'll hold here and see who's going to come out for the Knights. So this is Cale Lynch. He's a 9th grader, 4-1 on the year. Nice record to start out the year. Got some wins. Braden Collins, your 13-pounder for Stevens. As we get going at 113, we started at 138, folks, so we've got 3 weight classes after this. Braden in on a single on the outside, comes around to cover. Nice work to get his takedown. Gets a wrist tied up on that side. Now he's going to go monkey. He can go half from here, or he can try a tilt.
He's so long.
Yeah, he's a long 13-pounder.
He is.
You know, he went to Madison last year, I think, as a freshman or as a freshman to fill in, and he wrestled tough up there. I think he got a place and did a nice job. So he's gotten his teeth cut a little bit, John.
Yes.
Got that cross wrist. Not really sure. He's trying to thread the needle there to get his.
He's got it.
Yeah, he's got it now. Now he
he's
can
lost
probably
the
let
wrist.
it go, and he can probably grab the other wrist and maybe try a chicken wing.
Yep.
He could go claw
Big
here if
step.
he wants
Big
to.
step.
Big step. He's got to kind of come out front just a little bit more. He's got about 50 seconds to deal with here. Now he's got him turned. He's getting backers.
He doesn't have a really good hold of that wrist, does he? Now he's got
No.
it. I think he hooked the elbow now.
And then he's got it scooped.
Yeah. He's just got to sit, head up.
Yeah, he's got to sit through. He's got plenty of time, 40 seconds left. Kind of sit into him and kind of prop him up.
Quite a bit more flexibility shown down there than you and I, Tom.
Oh, we wouldn't last 30 seconds. I'd be giving up the 4, start crying. So Braden Collins got double chicken wings in. Lynch was able to fight it off. So he's going to pick up 3 back points to take the score to 5-0. Potentially dangerous call with a loosey-goosey on the end of that double chicken wing. So we got 14 seconds left in this first period. Collins with the lead at 5-0. Almost a caution by O'Gorman for readjusting there, but Seringer lets it go. Threads
right
the
back to
needle
that
again,
wing,
goes right back to the. It's funny how when things work, they do it again, right?
That's good.
Raiden's not going to be able to get him
Oh.
turned, so we're going to move to the second period. It's going to be green choice. So
He's going to take neutral.
he defers. O'Gorman goes neutral.
I think he's had enough of that bottom position.
Yeah, I think Braden was able to get to that outside right leg on a little snap down.
Yep. Nice.
A little bit too much pressure by Lynch coming in allowed Braden to kind of dump down and grab those legs. He's able to finish it off with the takedown. That'll take it to 7-0. So a major's within striking distance for Collins. He ties that arm up again. Lynch doing everything he can not to give it up. He's tired of that. Collins able to thread it in. Looks like he's got it
Right
now.
back
He's
to it,
elbow
doesn't he?
deep.
Yes, he is. Running it again.
There he goes. Yeah, and Biersbach just chimed in and let me know that Collins got 4th last year at Madison. And he stepped in and did a nice
Yes, he
job.
did.
So,
Yes,
you
he
know,
did.
that was big shoes to fill. He's got some family from that area, so it was really fun to see them supporting him there. He's going to get the fall, so Collins does a nice job there
Good job,
getting the fall. So that'll bring up 120. That's going to bring up Mr. Corbin Zent. He's currently ranked 2nd in the state. He's 5-1 on the year. He's a junior. Looks like Robbie Seeley might be who he sees tonight. We'll check it with the head announcer.
Looks like Coach O'Connor's having a word.
Yeah, it might be a 13-pounder that he's bumping up to, John. I'm not sure.
He might just give him the forfeit here, Coach.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and forfeit him.
They're going to bump him up to 26.
Yeah, so they're going to bump somebody up to 26. That's
See
going to
what
bring
they
up
say.
Jacob Williams. He's a sophomore. He's 4-3 on the year. Got a nice win earlier tonight.
Yeah, he did. He looked good, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He looked good in Mandan.
Yeah.
So this is Simon Lewis. He's a junior, 1-2 on the year. Might have got a win earlier. I'm not sure against Chamberlain. So nice long kid.
Yeah, he is.
Jacob in his first year of varsity at Stevens at 26 fills the weight out nicely. Williams able to get out on that left leg. Was able to finish that with a shot. Gets his 2. Kid kind of balled up underneath. Jacob not really sure. He gets that arm and goes right after it, attacks it. We're early in this period. I think he could have laid there. Now he's kind of stuck. Almost got to drag
Now
him
he
in.
can run it.
Now he's going to run
Big
it.
step. Big step.
Yeah. Williams got it tight. He's got that other arm hook, so now he just got to settle in. He'll get the fall at 26.
First period fall for Jacob Williams.
So we're going to be at our last weight class of the night, John. It's going to be a Holden Height, I believe, for your O'Gorman Knights. He's a sophomore, 4-1 in the year. He's a pretty good kid. Facing off against Joe Younger with his second match of his high school career at varsity. So we'll wait and see to confirm who's wrestling.
Final match of the evening at 132 pounds. Wrestling for the Raiders, Joe Younger. Wrestling for the Knights, Holden Height.
Yeah, this is Holden Height. So he's a sophomore. He's a pretty good kid, so this should be a good match.
Yeah, I watched the Height kid wrestle against Chamberlain. He looked good. Had a lot of stuff.
Height gets in deep. Now they're going to try to pass legs. We'll see how this comes out. High man usually wins on this.
That looks like a pretty good stalemate.
Yeah, it does. Not unless Height's able to squeak his legs out of
Got
there.
his hips through.
He's got high.
Well, good job, Joe.
Joe able to
Cover.
get in, but Height able to get that leg back.
He's got a cradle hooked up.
Got to be careful he doesn't just get pulled over.
Yeah. Got to see if he can free that leg and get around the hips.
Yeah, he almost needs to hook one of those ankles to give him a little leverage. Well, this is a weird position. Anybody could score here. We're about a minute in, folks, in 0-0, and this is our last match of the night at 132. The duel is 69-3 in favor of the Raiders.
We got it hooked.
He's going to award 2 now that he hooked it. Now he's got a cradle hooked up. That could have gone either way, John.
It could have.
Yeah, that could have been almost like a Kelly or overhead cradle. So Younger now trying to get backers.
His hips out from underneath him.
Yep, maybe put that knee in the side.
Yes.
You know, and kind of push him away.
Got to finish there. He can't reach drape on top.
Yeah.
Plant that left leg in the fight. That's a good finish right there.
That'll
Forehead
do it.
in the temple. Nice
That'll
job,
do
Joe.
it. So that'll do it tonight, folks. We appreciate you tuning in. First duel of the year. The Raiders look all right. We'll see how the weekend goes. So I'm Tom Schoenhardt. John Aldridge, thanks for joining me. John, any final words?
No, really good night for the Raiders. It's nice to see those young guys get some matches tonight. It's going to be a great weekend of wrestling, folks.
Yep. Stay tuned and watch tomorrow. Tune in to Go Raiders Live or Live Ticket TV. We thank you guys for joining us. Have a good night.
Honda True. Discover 3 tiers of vehicle coverage that work for you. Only at Denny Menholt Rushmore Honda. The inspection is just the beginning. Honda certified pre-owned means peace of mind with incredible benefits like 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage, up to 2 complimentary oil changes, 24/7 roadside assistance, inspection report, and 3-day exchange option. Check out all the benefits and search inventory at honda-true.com or come by Denny Menholt Rushmore Honda in Rapid City.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Menholt Toyota. Use your phone, it's fast and easy. Pull up our website, click on Value Trade-In, scan your VIN and tell us about your car. You are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer on your vehicle in under 5 minutes. Bring your vehicle and your Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer to Denny Menholt Toyota. See you soon at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City.
You're doing a lot. Maybe you're starting a family, building a home, growing a business. Security First Bank knows your life is constantly changing. And while our commitment remains constant, we're changing too, with tools, technology, and new products from people you trust. For all the ways you're changing and all the things you're doing, we're the bank. Security First Bank. Member FDIC.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repairs, they'll treat your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.